Right, here we are in Elite Dangerous. It's release 3.02, so it's the upgrade that happened in February 2018, end of. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you some salvage operations. They pay quite good money, and there's a couple of ways to do some salvage. You can either use limpets or you can just scoop them with the cargo scoop. I'll show you both ways, and hopefully it'll be of some help too. So let's see what missions we got first. Mission board, we're looking for salvage operations. I do mostly work for the Empire. I'm not a Fed. So we got nothing there. Obviously there's a lot of missions we could do, but I'm just going to do the salvage ones for now. I'm going to do 2 salvage operations, so two different ways, if I find any. Ah, here we are. That's not very good. They're usually about 700,000, but rare artwork salvage operation. We got to collect 3 rare pieces of artwork. Accept that. Is there any more? No. No. I prefer to do it with when they're affiliated with the Empire, because we get more. Illegal black box salvage operation. Again, that's only 300. It's in the same system, so no big deal. But we'll do those 2 anyway. And they just want 2, and they're stolen, so hopefully we won't have too much trouble. There's another one there, but we'll just do these 2 for now. Now if I look at my, just have a look at my mission board. So we got the illegal black box operation, and that's in CMIS, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't want to abandon back. And the rare one, and that's almost also in CMIS, so it's quite not much jumping around then. Now the other thing, I said there's 2 ways of getting to do the salvage operation. You can either just use a cargo scoop, which I should show you how. There's also using limpets. So I haven't got limpets fitted to this ship, so we'll actually buy some limpets, and we can put them in place of the frame ship. We don't need the dictator for this. Interdictor. Yeah, we don't need that. So browse shop, repair limpets, prospected limpets. Do we not have? This is not great. What we're actually looking for is collection limpets, and they don't have any. No, that's weird. That's weird. I think I have some in my store, but I'll just show you again. You go to the shop, and what you're looking for is collection limpets. We haven't got any here, but you have to go to a station that does sell them. Plenty do. I don't know why this one hasn't got them. So. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and see if we've got any in here. Collect a limpet controller. That's what we need. That should have. We got another one there. So we'll take the A, I think. It's got a little bit more target range. Right, so we transfer that to the ship. So now we got the collector limpet here. Now the other thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to put it on your fire group. So you go to fire groups, and it's actually set up here on my secondary fire group. So I got the advanced discovery scanner and then the collector limpet. So we will go with that. If it wasn't there, you press spacebar on whichever fire group you want, whether it's 1, 2, 3 even, and then highlight the collector limpet like this and press spacebar once for your primary fire button, which might be your left mouse key, and twice for your secondary fire key, which might be your right mouse button. If you're using a mouse, if you're using a joystick, then you would have already mapped it and you will know what I'm talking about. So we go back from there. Then we need to buy some limpets. Now we've got to collect 5 pieces, as I remember. So we will need 5 limpets. So we go to advanced maintenance, we go to restock, and we choose limpet control. There, and what we're going to do is we're going to press the D button for me, which is probably the same unless you've remapped your keyboard, and we're going to highlight. We want, well, I'm going to say 6. I got a spare one, and that goes into your cargo bay. So bear that in mind. If you fill your cargo up with limpets and you pick something else up, you won't be able to pick anything up until you deploy the limpet. So just be aware of that. So I'm taking out 6 limpets, and it's going to cost me 606 credits. I don't actually need 6, I just thought, because I'm going to do some of them by manual mode, but it doesn't matter. So we've got 6 limpets. So we're ready to launch now. So we will go to go to CMIS. And we highlight that now. To say we're going to that system. We don't need to do anything more than that, because I shall show you why in a moment. Now we'll launch and we'll go to CMIS.
Uncoupling complete. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
I wasn't going to hang around.
Landing gear retracted.
It's no longer locked, so
Frame shift
we jump to CMIS.
You are free of the restricted zone. Travel safely, Commander.
4,
Here we go.
2, 1.
As I said, some of these missions pay up to $1 million. We just happen to see some low value ones. So once we get to the system, you need to use your discovery scanner,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
and then you'll get the mission update. If you go to the system map, you should find, right, yes, here. So what you've got your mission control above that one, that planet, and that planet. So we go to the closest planet first, we highlight it, and we're not going to land on the planet, we can't anyway, so we're going to fly to that planet. So we've made it a waypoint. It's not too far. Now it's the same really for when you're approaching any station. You go through full throttle towards the planet, but as soon as it drops down to around between 10 and 7 seconds, 7 is the last time you can do it, arrival time, just there, you drop the speed down to 75%. That way you won't overshoot the planet. So you need to watch that time. Of course, if you do overshoot, it's just to fly around, but so here we go, we're ready to drop the speed. So yeah, we drop now. Drop it to 75% or less. Now another trick when you're doing salvage operations, don't go too close to the planet. If you go too close, what will happen is the mission will spawn very close to the planet, and the salvage canisters will be flying towards the planet in its gravity well. It's extremely difficult to get a lock on them, especially if you're manually scooping. If you're using limpets, then it's not so difficult. But limpets take up one of your mounts, your bays, and you also got to carry them as cargo. So there's good and bad with them. If you're just doing some salvage operations, yeah, great, use them. But if you're collecting stuff, like after you've killed ships and collecting materials for your upgrades and things like that, you really need to learn to use your cargo scoop. Relying on limpets isn't the best really. So we're just going to fly around this planet now and hope we get spawned pretty quick. Sometimes they spawn really quick, other times it takes some time flying around. Now there are some hazards with doing this. For some reason pirates want to come and get you. Now you can either stay and fight, or you can try and collect one or two of your salvage canisters and then run, and then go back to the same again, fly around the planet waiting for the respawn. But they will respawn. Another thing that can happen is you can destroy, especially if you're manually collecting salvage, you can bang into them and destroy them, which means you have to fly out, collect what's left, and then fly out, respawn. So it seems to be taking its time. It says I'm quite close to the planet.
Mission objective.
Okay, so we got mission objective. I can't see it, so I press 1, and then I can pop over, select it this way, lock destination, and then I can just get the marker. So here we are. Now again, it's just keep the speed down. When you're within range, you just jump out of the supercruise. And there we are, black box, that's the one we're collecting. So on this one we're going to use Collection Limpet. So you deploy hardpoints, open your cargo hold,
Cargo scoop deployed.
our cargo scoop, sorry, you open that, then what you do is you fire.
Programming limpet drone.
Now this is on my secondary fire button. So I just stop. I just stop the engines, and there you go. Look, cargo bay is cargo scoop is open.
Collector limpet expired.
And the collector limpet's expired. So the next thing is to target your next one. There you go. Fire your limpet.
Programming limpet drone.
There it goes. Phew. And we just sat here waiting. Really nice and easy.
Collector limpet expired. Incoming mission critical message.
Was that all we needed to collect? I thought it was more than 2. Mission successful, we've collected them. So let's see what else we've got here. Scrap, it's a legal salvage. I mean, it's hardly worth collecting scrap as a legal salvage. We've got some food, clothing. Again, it's illegal, so it's. I mean, if it was like high value, fair enough. You know, black market, great. This is just not worth anything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look for the next place, which is here. CMIS 8. Target it, or set waypoint, whatever the correct terminology is. Oh, make sure you put your hard points away and your cargo scoop away.
Cargo scoop retracted.
And then
Frameshift drive charging.
jump to that destination.
4,
Now this time
2, 1.
we're not going to use the collection limpets. We can if we want. We just fire the limpet off. It's the same procedure. You open the cargo bay. But you don't bother deploying your well, what do you call it? Your hard points. It'll take some time to speed up from this planet. I guess we're quite close to the planet. Yeah, we were quite close there. You can see it just going into the background. The gravity was holding me there. Yep, we're getting close. Alright, slow it down. Now I am going to be collecting manually, so I really don't want to hit the gravity pull of the planet on this one. Perhaps it would have been easier to manually collect the last ones because they were in a nice position. Everything was nice and still. But not to worry. There's the planet. Got some conflict zones here. Oh, that's quite a pretty planet. Alright, now let's hope the spawn is quick. Keep away from the planet. Let's keep it on the edge of my screen. Speed so we can get around. So if you can see the yellow line just at the top of my screen there, that means I'm keeping the planet just close enough and flying around it.
Mission
There you go.
objective
So I'm going to
detected.
stop, put the engines down. Lock destination. Ah, it's just down here. Look at that. Now I can just fly into there. It's quite close, which is nice. Right, so we want to deploy a cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
We don't want the scrap. There it is, rare artwork. So I'm targeting the white dots on the radar there. Now you want to keep the speed quite slow when you're doing this. Just on the, we can see the. You have to keep the canister in the centre of the cross. You hear a lot of beeping, and you just guide it in like so. I mean, there's another one. That's clothing. Don't want that. It's the next one. There it is. You see it highlights the grey box around it when we get into range. Oh, reverse up a bit. So I'm on stop now. I can see it. I target it. Rare artwork. And then just in the blue box there, I get it in the centre of the cross, and then I slowly move up to it, keeping it in the centre. I'm doing slow speed, boom, in it goes. And then we've got one more to collect. So again, I line up the white on the radar to my front of my ship, and there it is. You see, got the grey box. Target it, tells us it's rare artwork. You can see it moving around that blue box, and what I want it is in the centre. It's 155 meters away, so we can't go quick. If you go too quick, it'll bounce off, and you could destroy it, and then you have to respawn the mission. Respawn the mission. Yeah, so I'm doing about 26. Move up, boom,
Mission objective complete.
and there we are.
Incoming mission
We've
critical
completed the
message.
mission. These are the two canisters. Now that's legal salvage. So, just for the sake of picking up some more, it's not worth anything, but just, it could be. So I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to go too fast this time and show you what happens. Whoop, straight past. You don't pick it up. On some ships, especially the clipper I have, you'll actually hit it. So this time we'll go a bit faster. And we catch it, and that's because the box stayed blue lines around it. If it changes to red, you're going too fast. So for example, too fast is red, and if you hit it,
Target destroyed.
you destroy the target, and you would have to respawn. But we don't. I'm just showing you. That was just a demonstration of what can happen. So we'll just go and hand these missions in. So back to vet quests. Put your cargo scoop
Cargo scoop retracted.
away. Line up and
Frameshift drive charging.
now notice we've got illicit cargo on, and that's because the if you remember, the salvage we did before this one was illegal.
3, 2, 1.
So now you can be at risk from getting a fine or even being attacked. System map. I thought I'd made that a route. But no. This is my home base mainly, Agnew's Folly. I store my ships here. It's not very busy. It's quite quiet. So. And it's quite close to the Empire main place. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's the main Empire world. Request docking. There we go.
You are cleared for access. You may now proceed to landing pad 1-1.
Alright, I wondered where it'd be. How friendly that'd be.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh! There you go. And we're down. Go to starport services. Mission control. Standby. I don't know why the wait. Here's our first mission. We complete that. Now, because it's release 3, we've got some choices. We've got the whole amount, 362,000, reputation, and 10,000. Don't think so. I mean, if you're after the rep, fair enough, but you only get one more. I don't think so. And modified consumer fare, where, I mean, if you're looking for that firmware, then it might be worth saying, yeah, I'll have that, because it might be hard to come by. and I should check that really. So I'm going to choose the money, of course. And there you go. And then I go to the next one. We've got the legal black box. And again we've got the choices. Mechanical equipment. Or money. So we go for money. Thank you very much. So that was an easy 600,000. Hope you found this useful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Don't forget to press like if you like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching.